Hey everyone, this is Joe Urbany in a couple of short videos here to provide some introductory information about the Intro to Marketing course coming up here beginning May 2nd. I wanted to point out that we have the slides I'm going to show you here are available in Sakai in the resource area in this folder here where we'll put all the PowerPoints for the course. Every set of slides I give you will have an outline over here that we'll kind of follow through for a particular session. This one is going to focus on the assignments. 4 areas, right? And I would summarize by saying 4, 2, 2, 1. 4 cases, interesting ones, pretty complex, a lot of moving parts. Find them in the Harvard Business School site. We have the course pack on Harvard. Link to this is in Sakai. You go set up your own user ID and password. Questions are associated with each assignment. You find them in Sakai, in the syllabus and the assignment area and the calendar. You can't miss them. Team gets together to discuss the cases, have someone be a scribe to kind of come up with, well, what were our consensus conclusions on the questions, and just write that up. Check is for you answer every question, and you demonstrate that you guys put some thought into it. Pretty much most assignments will get checks. Main thing here is incentive to discuss the case before we have a conversation about it in class. 2 quizzes, each on Sakai, each open for a 9-day period. So you do these on your own. Open book, open notes. First one is on related to 3 chapters and the first day of class material. Video 2, I'll give you some example questions and so forth. Second one is open May 18th to May 27th around new product development and growth strategy, and 4 chapters there. Video 2, again, we'll have some example questions coming up, and I'll point you to that one shortly. So there's 4 cases, 2 quizzes, 2 management by the numbers modules. This is an online tutorial really that Professor Paul Ferris, a colleague of mine at the University of Virginia, has developed, it's an interesting little tool and concept. Simple calculations often have very big financial impact, and a lot of times you miss them because you don't do them. So simple things like break even around investment or around pricing can have a huge impact. But we don't get a lot of time in class to do the repetition and practice that you need. So we offload it from class by a tutorial kind of a system. You're not going to find this difficult to do, but it also will help you because the quizzes will cover financial basics as well. There's only 2 modules we do here. One's for break even, one is for margins. Complete by the end of the semester, but it's going to be better to front load that because it'll help you on the quizzes. And I think in total, maybe this is 1 to 3 hours, probably even less for many of you. So it's not a huge commitment, but I think you'll find it interesting. I'll introduce this later also in video 2. I do want to mention though that if you go to Sakai, you'll find the link to management by the numbers there. Here's your login information. So you have to go back to these, if you don't have a moment to write this down now, go back to these slides. This information will be there. You'll be able to log in, but then go in and change your password. Since as of this moment, pretty much everybody knows everybody's username and password. So go in and change your password. You'll be good. Leaving us with, and again, these slides are posted, so check those out. Growth Strategy Project, which is a project involving defining a context for you personally, for your organization, for the charity you work with, for your church, whatever it might be, to establish a growth case and develop a growth strategy. Recon is about data collection. It's about prediction and data collection, and growth is actually generating growth strategy in a very structured way. The deliverable for this project is well described in the syllabus. But I'd call it a marketing plan brief, probably 10, 15, maybe a little bit more pages. The outline and the evaluation criteria are in the Sakai syllabus. Okay, much more on this later. Again, I don't mean to overload you with quotes here, but I just want to point out that this is an educational exercise. There are tools you're going to learn here, but more importantly to me is that of the hundreds of cases we've had and done in the executive MBA program, many have gone into organizations and been successful and helpful for those organizations. You may see Dave around the building. He's graduating this year in the Chicago EMBA program. So there we go, 4, 2, 2, 1. Really looking forward to getting together on this. One point about the honor code, key issue here is on quizzes. Okay to discuss and prepare together and work through stuff together and help each other, both on the project and the quizzes. For quizzes, though, once somebody takes a quiz, then there's no more discussion of the quiz, right? So that's you're on the honor system there, but it sometimes becomes obvious when people are working together at that level. So key rule there is the quiz is taken, then there's no more discussion about it. Check out video 2, which will be about an appendix in these slides, and I'll finish that one and post it soon. Thanks, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.